can keep up with the tactical trucks in its unit. If you have a fast-moving light infantry unit, you need a vehicle that can move.
Bagay na bagay yung Striker sa urban combat zones tulad ng sa Iraq. Pwede rin itong pang-disperse ng mga makukulit na realista sa North Triangle kung ayaw talaga nilang umalis.
Its primary mission is to bust through hardened concrete walls, to take out hardened machine gun positions and sniper positions.
Sa bigat na 20 tonelada, mas magaan ang Striker MGS kumpara sa iba. Pero ang kargada ng kanyon nito ay di nalalayo sa kanyon na nakakabit sa original na Abrams tank.
The main gun of the mobile gun system can fire out to a range over 1 mile.
Kayang-kayang magpakawala nito ng 6 na rounds ng anti-tank o anti-personnel shells kada minuto, kahit habang umaandar.
Strikers are armored against 14.5 millimeter machine gun rounds, as well as applique armor capabilities for RPGs, mines, IEDs, and explosively formed penetrators.
Kasama ang Striker MGS sa mga malupit na armas ng US Army.
Striker has been deployed in Iraq for the last several years. The feedback that we're getting from the forces has been very, very strong. Striker is adaptable, flexible, and responsive to the warfighter.
Magaan man ang Striker kumpara sa ibang tangke sa ating listahan, mas mura ito at maaasahan sa bilis at sa dali ng pagmamaniobra. Meron pang grills na pwedeng sampayan ng basang medyas at salawal ng sundalo.
Oo, pare. Nakabalik ka ba? Pero, Master, kailangan pa talaga yung mag-necktie lagi. Parang medyo hindi ako komportable.
Dapat yung necktie kasi part yan ng pagkalalaki mo. Kasi yung necks natin, siyempre may banel yan. Tatakpan mo siya.
What's banel?
It's a hardened skin.
Libag?
Skin. No, banel. It's hardened.
Banel. Okay.
Hardened.
Okay.
Erling, parang kinukutuban ako eh.
Bakit?
Basta, may kutub ako.
Pwede na kayo pizza.
Hindi, sige, parang yung tiyan ko may kutub eh. Kinukutuban mo ba eh?
Magbanyo ka.
Hindi, yung kutub ko parang may darating na mahilig sa construction worker.
So itong bahay na to, nabentahan na natin to. So pag ito, kumatok tayo rito, may babaeng nakadilaw na lalabas dyan. Alam ko na yan, medyo tanga yun.
Medyo tanga.
Oo. Pwede mong bentahan yan ng kahit ano. Kasi alam mo naman, katulad sa mundo ng fashion, may mga classic na design na hindi nalalaos. Okay? Katulad lang ng sa mga digmaan, no? Hindi naluluma. May hugis na distinct talaga siya.
Okay.
So, form follows function. Okay, tulad ng M1 Abrams na tank, no? Nung Cold War nalaos na siya. Tapos nung Desert Storm nagamit uli siya. Nalaos na eh. So yung shape na yon, uso yan. So practical siya yung mga shape niya na gano'n. So yung katigasan niya, tulad ng katigasan mo. Yan.
Parang yung mga nando kanina.
Yan, okay.
Yung mga
So
construction
yung hagod
worker.
na yan, natitigasin mo yung palmo na ganyan. Pero pag lumabas, lalaking-lalaki.
Laki.
Wag, ganyan. Hindi sa akin masyado nang nakataas.
Basta tangay may ari.
Basta tandaan mo, ikaw ang M1 Abrams tank.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, katok 2 times, lalabas siya, sasabihin niya, bakit?
Kinakabahan ako, Master.
Kakabahan. Self-esteem, hagod. 1.5 lang yun, isa pa.
Erling, may tao.
Tama.
Hi, I'm Lord.
Bakit?
I'm from the Electromax group of companies who specialize in TV, Ref, Betamax,
And Waterjag.
We also specialize in
Memorial plan.
memorial plans for your party needs.
Bakit?
Yan, ulitin mo. Hindi na nakuha. Sabi sa'yo eh.
Tanga.
Okay, sabihin mo with conviction, na parang alam mo.
I'm Lord.
Lord.
From the Electromax group of companies. We specialize in TV Ref, Betamax, and Waterjag. We
Bakit?
also specialize in memorial plans for your party needs.
Sabihin yan, bakit?
Mula sa mapuputik na baybayin ng World War I hanggang sa maalikabok na kalsada ng Iraq sa kasalukuyan, laging bida ang mga dambuhalang tangke. Pang-8 sa listahan, Mula sa pangalan ng isang Army Chief of Staff at Commander ng pwersa ng American noong Vietnam War, masinda ka sa Abrams battle tank.
It is a highly mobile, armored, lethal weapons platform designed to move across the battlefield and close with and destroy the enemy using shock, maneuver, and firepower.
Ang Abrams ang ipinalit sa Patton M60 noong 1980s. Pero noong mga panahong yon, tila walang kinabukasan ang teknolohiya ng mga tangke. Parang mga dinosaur. Obsolete na raw ang itong mga to. Ano mo sasabi mo rito, Chucky Dreyfus?
Tanks like the M1A2 Abrams were written off at the start of the 1990s as horrendous relics of the Cold War and absolutely useless in any modern operation. However, people have realized that that view was actually the wrong one. It gives you that mix of mobility, firepower, and protection. People forgot this at the end of the Cold War.
Noong 1991, pinatunayan ng Abrams ang malupit na silbi nito nung Operation Desert Storm. Ipinakita ng tangke na may saysay pa ito sa makabagong estilo ng pakikipagdigma.
That's one of the main reasons that the Abrams tank has come to be so legendary. Its performance in war. Anytime you're talking about a weapon system or a vehicle, if you have something that's battle-tested, that changes the equation.
Bigating resback. Ito ang papel ng Abrams M1A2. Malaki ang epekto nito sa isang digmaan. Kahit hindi ito mismo makikipagbanatan sa battlefield. Sa sindakan pa lang, panalo na.
Mere presence of a vehicle like this, known for its survivability, known for its firepower, can be in some cases a psychological deterrent.
It can have a very calming effect on a tense situation just by its mere presence.
Kung patagalan din lang ng labanan, lubos lang masusubukan ng tibay ng Abrams M1A2. Ito kasi yung dapat ginagamit ng mga sundalo pag-ibig sa Abu Sayyaf.
Fires 120mm kinetic energy rounds, sabot rounds, high explosive rounds, anti-tank rounds, canister rounds, a host of different ammunition.
0 to 32 kilometers per hour in less than 8 seconds. Ganyan kabilis umarangkada ang Abrams. Parang isang paparating na airstrike.
For something at 72 tons to reach speeds of 40 or greater is a very significant thing when you've got infantry units that might be moving alongside of you, you've got enemy forces that might also be on the move, so the faster you can maneuver, the more likely you are to be safe.
Pero higit sa lahat, mahusay sa gera ang Abrams M1A2 dahil sa mga high-tech nitong armas. Pampito naman sa listahan ng pinakamalupit na heavy metal weapons ay ang M777 Howitzer. 3-7, swerte ka, pero malas ang kalaban.
What distinguishes the M777 as a unique howitzer weapon is pure and simple its weight.
Sa gera, laging problema ng mga sundalo ang pagbibiyahe ng mga kanyon. Kasi nga, ang lalaki at sobrang bigat.
The light weight of the M777 at 10,000 pounds allows you to carry it and deploy it by the battlefield helicopter.
And what that gives you is the ability to pick up a 155 artillery weapon and move it around the battlefield during an engagement.
This gives you much greater reach, much greater flexibility to cover the operational area and to cover it quickly.
Ang M777 ay isang kanyon na gawa sa titanium kaya 4 na tonelada lang ang bigat nito.
Titanium is a much lighter metal than steel. By building the major elements of the gun from titanium, we have significant weight savings, but at the same time maintain the strength and integrity of design.
Sa Afghanistan, Desert Dragon ang tawag dito ng mga Taliban.
The gun is unconventional in its geometry, and this is there to provide much greater stability, but from a much lighter system. The stability gives you accuracy, and it's that accuracy that's required to put rounds on the ground exactly where the soldier expects them.
Kapartner ang Excalibur Smart Shell na makikilala natin mamaya. Kayang pasabugin ng M777 ang mga target na hanggang 25 milya ang layo. Abot to hanggang Tondo at pulbos ang kaluluwa ng bawat drug pusher at bawat snatcher.
You can literally fire a shell and bring it down within 2 or 3 meters of the intended target through the window, if that's what's required.
Now, what the artillery is evolving to is precision. We can keep the firepower for enemies that wish to do us harm, and now we have precision, the scalpel